Switched. Okay, good afternoon. Sorry, that was the live switch in action. I'm assuming I'm live. There's a little icon that says live in the corner. Good afternoon, everyone. Apologies for the hand marks all over the screen. Oh, crikey, Monday the 29th, I think. Monday the 29th of June. And just before I say welcome, Chris from Wales, welcome, catcher-uppers. If you're catching up, have a good one. Welcome to the after party. Let us know how you got on. It's the return to wavy arm thing. So if you've been with us a fair while, wavy arm thing might mean something to you. But for now, let's say... sorry, catcher-uppers, I've got to go. There's some people arriving live. Hello, I think I saw Helen, I saw Chris, I saw Andy Scott, but I prefer to ignore that. And Carol from Glasgow. So we have England, Ireland and Scotland. No, that's a lie. Wales. We just need Vanda or Joy to turn up from Ireland. And then we've got a full set from the UK at least. Perhaps Dee will join us from Canada. Don't know. Maybe Linny, you'll be joining us on Catch Up. Hope everything is going okay with you. I wish I could say all of your names. If only I could remember them all and we had time, I would. So forgive me for my kind of global generalisation of welcome everyone. Good to see you. I'm yet again stuck on an upturned rug, so uncomfortable, but we'll get going with the snack in a moment. Give me your headlines, help me out with this preamble. We've got about 4 and a bit-ish minutes just to allow everyone to come in, find the device, find out where you're going to sit, where you're going to stand. And George, I almost put your name in there. Is it a bird? Is it a plane? Is it wavy arm thing? No, it's Super G from Cruden Bay. I have to be careful with, just favouritism and names and words. Otherwise, I'd have to mention 200 people at every movement snack. Saying that, hello, Di Ross from Somerset and Kelsey from Leicestershire. Anything to report? This is your number 3 in the benefits bag. 3rd movement snack today. You had some mobility with Dave this morning. That's a complete lie. Gig switch change. You had some mobility with Kels this morning. You had some functional strength and balance activities with Dave at lunchtime. We're on a rota change, so I need to get my head around stretch and sway. I've been stuck at a computer screen most of today working, so please do share what you've been up to. While I continue to say good afternoon. Good to see so many of you are ready for a sway and stretch. Some 3-dimensional movements, some coordination, some weight transfer, some extension and a little bit of flexion, but mainly extension and stretch. Who's else in the room? I think I've got about 2 minutes to go. I have an announcement to make. So important, I put it in writing. Look at this. Happy birthday to us. 300 movement snacks today. So 300 of these, plus some additionals actually. Plus some additionals. So 300 movement snacks. Happy birthday to us, which means happy birthday to all of you lot as well for joining in these snacks and making it so that we actually reach the grand total of 300. Let's say hello to some more Talbot posse arriving, to Gillian with a J, Gillian with a G. Thank you, Carol. And hello, Maddie. Daggers Duo's in, perhaps ready to sway and stretch. Good to see you. Hello, Christine from Llanelli. Thank you for the birthday cakes. 300 candles. Might need a fire extinguisher. We look quite good for 300, I think. No comments, Andrew Scott. I know that you're thinking of one. Red Rita, hello, happy birthday. Let me put this up again if you're still joining us. Happy birthday to us. 300 today. Da, da, da. Come on. Should we do it? Oh, well, wow. Thanks, Chris. Right, come on. I've got enough adrenaline going on. Shrewsbury, a bit dull in Shrewsbury. I hope that's Shrewsbury and not us, Wendy, tuning in for the movement snack. Ah, yeah, the weather, not you. Okay, here we go. Ready for a 3, 2, 1. If just before the 3, 2, 1, if you're new, welcome. Don't worry if you're wondering how on earth you're going to catch up on 300 movement snacks. You don't have to. Fundamental principles, the same context, the same stuff runs through all of these movement snacks and have done since the very first. So pick your position, sit or stand, have a watch through first, try them in seated and then come up to standing postures as and when you feel you're ready. Dee's arrived, so Dee and Dawn's just arrived, so I need to tell them this. Need to just remind them 300 stacks today. And I think Dee from Calgary, you've been here for most of those also. 3, 2, 1. Good afternoon, my name is Bex Townley. Welcome to Movement Snack number 3, where we are about to deploy an additional 10, 14 minutes of additional purposeful movements, meaningful, mindful movement minutes into the benefits bag. Every movement we do today is either already in your day or can benefit to enhance all of your activities of daily living. That's what this is about. So have a look, have a watch. Just watch if you need to and then go back around again. The beauty of replay is you can either shut me up, turn me off, or go around and see me again. Come on. Sit or stand positions then. So if you're in standing, external support, fixed, stable, hip height is about the right height. And we're going to start like we do with every movement snack, with a circulation boost. So I'm facing you here, here's my external support, it could be here, or you may decide to start in seated position. So if it is, hip walk forward, plant the feet, lengthen, lift out the hips, and we can either all start on an arm march first, 1 or 2 arms, like so, or we can all start from the feet up if ankles, feet and toes are on your radar. The same prompts then apply. So for standing and for sit, we're looking for this march here to generate from the feet. Look down at my feet, peeling off the heels first. This circulation boost is steady, it's rhythmical, it's comfortable for you. It's really the build of this, not extreme big ranges of motion. Can you see my knees are fairly low? It's the rhythmical nature of this movement that makes that happen, that gradually just dials up, gives a boost to the circulatory system and requires us to take some deeper breaths. Once you feel comfortable and steady with that rhythm, we can bring in arms. Keep using the external support to change. The arm arch is driven from the shoulder here, can you see? So the elbow stays the same. If you feel steady and confident to go hands-free, do so. It's the rhythm and your gradual pace that we're after here. In seated, here's the upper body again. You may decide to bring hands together and guide the elbows through here. So just coming into this position, elbows close to the body. You may decide to take some toe taps here, alternating, rhythmical. Have a look down, check what's happening is that you want to happen. Heels back and down and here. So there's various options. Pick the one that's best for you. Bring them all together as and when you feel you can. So as we work through this minute or minute and a half of the circ boost, can you feel the need to take a deeper breath? Can you feel that we're kind of returning to the mobility elements of Kelsey's session this morning? Ankles, feet and toes, a little bit of hip, loads of lift and lengthen from the supporting parts, and this shoulder march brings in some shoulder mobility also. Take a pause. So we use the mobility, we use our improved mobility to enable this rhythmical movement. And all of those movements you've just done are already in your daily life somewhere. We just package them up into a more mindful and thoughtful, thought-provoking experience. All right, we're going to start with some three-dimensional movements, a little bit of weight transfer and some coordinated arm movements, which allows you more time to think about your supporting parts and your moving parts, and hopefully to feel how movement can feel enjoyable and harmonious and fluid along with our supporting parts. So here we go, here's the recap, or the introduction to wavy arm thing. Stand tall. Lengthen out the centre, weight is even across the feet. If you would like, you can rest your hips onto a fixed surface, or you may prefer to come to seated and just sit tall. Okay, so if it's the first time you've done this, have a sit down and let's get the arm sequence in first, and then we can progress if you would like. Have a look, standing tall or sitting tall. The first thing, roll back the shoulders to open the chest and the posture. Have a little momentary pause. Keep using external support if you'd like. We float one arm up and down. Bring it across the body here, across the chest, and come to stop position and push forwards. At this point, turn the hand and pull. At this point, lift the elbow and press down. That's the single arm option if you want to keep hand on support. So to do the other arm, you need to change support here, or give it a go with two arms. Here we go again. Lengthen, stand tall. So the posture is strong, supporting parts all working for you. There's the roll back. That sets the posture, gets the shoulder blades into the pockets. Here's the double arm cross here with the floaty arms. Pulls across the chest, stop position. Here's stop position. Ease and press forwards. Turn the palms up and pull back towards you. Raise the elbows and press down and lengthen. And pause. Okay, these movements can be as small or as large as you would like. One more time through on just the arms, and then we will consider what the legs can get up to. Here's the thing, feel strong, lengthen. These sequences are as much about the supporting structures, the strength of the support to allow our arms to do their wavy thing around them. Are we ready? Stand or sit tall, you choose. One or two arms, you choose. Take a breath, roll back the shoulders, that really sets off the posture. Shoulder blades back and down, here we go. Float up, can you see the hands are also involved here, float them down. Cross them over, cross your belly button, and then pull across. I say, here's the logo on my t-shirt to stop position. Little pause here at stop. Now, exhale and push. Now turn and then pull toward you. Lift the elbows. As you press down, you grow taller. So I press down, and it's almost as if I get taller, if that's at all possible. Have a little bit of a circ boost. I'm going to, one more time, but let me just show you what you might like to add for the weight transfer. So here's the weight transfer without the wavy arm thing, okay? You choose, have a look. Up tall, feet from parallel position and take a slight forward step. So the feet are slightly offset. Have a glance down. Are your knees pointing in the direction of your toes? Your feet are slightly forward, front one slightly out. Can you see here? Stand up tall, take up support, and then just shift the weight. It's very, we glide, folks. It's a glide, forwards and back. Let me change my profile so you can see. It's not a lean. It's a glide. Can you see my hips stay the same? I'm staying within the base of support, and I'm just shifting forwards and back. With a little bit of a knee bend. Here's the transfer to front, here's the transfer to rear, feet stay anchored. If you want to add those legs into wavy arm thing, do so. In seated, we do exactly the same, and you take the shift forwards and back through the sit bones. Or you can just focus on top half. You choose. Ready? You select. Here we go. 1 or 2 arms with or without weight transfer. Here we go. Roll back and set the shoulders first. Here we go. Then we have, here's the arms and the shift back with the sway. Cross it. Here's the logo. Here's stop position here, ready for a sway forwards and a push, a turn and a pull. Now watch the change here. As the elbows come up, the foot comes up, back to parallel, and I stand strong and press through my roots. Okay, I'm going to stop it there. We're going to build on wavy arm thing and sway across the week. Go back and replay if you like the feel of that. Feel your way. Slow is better. Quality of movement. But for now, we're going to move into stretch. Starting with, folks, just before we go into the stretch, stand strong or sit tall here. And let's just take a little bit of a chest open and a close. So we're crowbarring an extra sway here. There and there. Bring the shoulder blades together. Lift the chest. And on this next one, we're going to sit the hands either on the back of the buttocks here, like so, or just relax them in front and slide them round for the stretch. So in sit position, it's here. Hands, if you can, round to the back as if they're in your back pockets, but back of hands will make it more comfortable on the shoulders. And there's the stretch position. And we're looking to hold the stretch position if you can. Squeeze, breathe normally. You're in sit or stand. I've just come closer so you can see. And then come out of that stretch slowly. So have a release, take a pause. Lift and grow through the posture again. Slide the hands round or just open the chest. All this can be done using support. Hold the stretch position. If you can, 12 seconds, and slowly release. It should be comfortable and achievable to hold that stretch, but I do want you to feel that you can still comfortably maintain usual breathing. So if that means you don't hold as long, but you do it a few more times, that's okay as well. And can you feel you're opening, you're taking a stretch, all the muscles through the front of the chest here. These are all the muscles that push, that allow us to open, pull, breathe, stand up tall. Okay, let's get ready for our shoulder stretches and trunk down the side. I'm going to come forward so you can see closer in sit or stand. Don't want your balance challenged here. Focus on the stretch. So do sit down and focus on that bit. For sure, stand if you would prefer. Lengthen through the centre. Start everything on lifted posture. So fingertips towards the shoulder. And then we walk over. Walk over, walk over. And you may feel that just supporting the weight of the arm enables you to move more freely into that stretch position. Now you will feel a point where that's it. That's the point there that I'm at my comfortable limit without doing strange things with my head position. And here we're lengthening the muscle on the back of the arm and starting to come into this here. So that whole position there is the stretch. Support the weight of the arm to ease it out. Slowly in and out of these things, and then add an extra roll if you would like to. Let's do the same on the other side. You might want to give the posture muscles a breather, literally, and then reset this optimum support position. Check that the neck is long, shoulders are down. Let's take fingertips towards the shoulder and start to walk it over. Slowly in, slowly in. Take the weight of the arm. That's all this is here to do, to take the weight of the arm and just to allow you to take yourself into stretch position here. Breathe normally. After a while, you may feel that you can squeeze a little bit more out of that. And if you wanted just to add a little bit of an ease, just to help that into position, keep the head still. Now, things might start to go wrong. You might start to feel that you kind of duck the head or lean. If that starts to happen, come back a bit and make sure that all the supporting parts are where you want them to be. And ease out. Okay, now we're going to come into the trunky bit. So this is our reaching actions, even sleeping, the way we sleep, reaching the arms out. So we go through the position we've just done, but we keep moving, we keep moving, we keep moving. And then if you can, take an extra reach just for a couple of seconds and then come back out. I'm going to turn sideways. There's something I want you to see for this one. If you're taking the high reach, keep the arms slightly in front of the shoulder. So as it comes up, it's slightly forwards here. If shoulders are not comfortable in high position, you can try relaxing the arms in the front. Do you remember our shoulder shrug from mobility? Think about that in a moment. So from here, I'm going to support the arms up to raise, and then I put in the shoulder shrug. There, and as I put in the shoulder shrug, you will feel almost as if the whole of your rib cage is coming up. Okay, so in stand, it might look like this. You can lean on some support. Take a breath here, 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 and then shrug, stretch, and release. That might work for you more than the single arm. All right, let's have a little bit of a more circ boost, and we've got the calf stretch and the back of thigh stretch to do, she says, looking at the time. We're going to do back of thigh stretch first. Now I'm going to recommend and suggest that everyone sits down for this, because I would like everyone to master the critical thing about the back of thigh stretch, which is the hip hinge. Hip walk forward into the chair. If lower limb isn't on your radar for improvements, work round all those upper limb ones again. If legs are on your radar, let's give it a whirl. Sit tall. Can you see where my trunk is? And this is what happens to my trunk if I slouch and relax. This happens. I'm not wanting to perform this hamstring movement, this back of thigh movement stretch in this position. I definitely want to lift up, 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 up. Here. Leg out to extend. Here's the leg out to extend. Relax the foot, relax the knee. You may already feel that stretch sensation. If so, hold it there. That's the hold position. If you don't feel the sensation of stretch or tension on the back of the thigh, here's where we can hinge slowly, 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 slowly. And as you hinge slowly in this position, you'll feel the sensation of stretch coming in, and there you're looking to hold at a comfortable position for you. After a period of time, you may feel you can breathe and go again, or slowly return, slowly out, 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 and release. Have a little bit of movement, have a release. Do the same on the other leg. I'm not going to do the other leg because then you're obscured by the vision, so I'm going to do the same one again. Let's work through the prompts again. If you feel a bit slouch and slumped, lift up. Otherwise you won't get this stretch position. Take the leg out to extend. Check that the foot is relaxed and released. Don't want it flexed. Check that the knee's a little bit unlocked. Check that you've lengthened. Can you feel the stretch? If so, stay here. If not, it's a hinge, 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 hinge. I can support my weight here. My gaze stays. Can you feel the stretch? Can you feel it? If you can't feel it, it's going to be the angle at the hips. Most probably that's preventing it coming on. The moment I relax and slump, the stretch sensation has disappeared. If I lift and lengthen and change the angle here, the stretch magically reappears. Come out slow, 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 and release. So this hinge, this hip hinge, is a really significant movement in daily life to get down to feet, shoes, socks, toes, wash, dress, picking up objects. We need some movement around the hip, and that stretch directly relates to that. Okay, we're in now on to calf stretch. Calf stretch, which is the lower leg. In seated. Same position, hip walk forward, same position on an extended leg, but now I remained upright. Lasso the toe and squeeze it towards you. Pull it back, pull it back, pull it back. Push the heels forward, squeeze the toes back. You get some stretch on the back of the lower leg. This is everything around our stride width, our steps, our slopes, and again, even ankle shoes and socks to be able to kind of get these articles of clothing onto our feet. Relax the foot and step in. Same on the other leg, don't forget to do both sides. On this calf stretch movement, you'll also feel some effort in the front of the shin. That's the muscle that actually literally pulls that toe back and gets the stretch. So if you're sitting confident in stand, the standing option calf stretch may be more effective for you. Use support for balance, have a look. Can you see I'm going to get that same position now, stand tall. There's the ball of the foot there. So I've got ankles, feet and toes, and I'm going to ease the heel down, ease it down, ease it down, ease it down, ease it down. And we're looking to feel the sensation of stretch, sensation down in the back of the leg, but you're going to get it here also. You can make more of this if you would like by just taking a buttock squeeze and just a little press forward and stand taller, and you'll get an extra one. And you may want to put in a double whammy here as well if you would like, all keeping external support. Peel it off, step in, change legs. Is always change the support side. So can you see how ankles, feet and toes help me grade that stretch? If I get to here and I think, my heel's not going to make it, I come in a bit and then I go down. Toes are forward, but do make sure that they're still hip width apart. We're not on tram lines, we're on parallel lines. There's the calf stretch. Lift, little ease forward, we'll get an extra one here. This is the one that makes us a bit chair-shaped if we've been sat down all day. And if you want to take an extra reach, you can get an extra sensation of stretch here. That's it. That's your sway and stretch, or your wavy arm thing and your stretch. How was that for you? So we're looking to move slowly in and out of these stretch positions. You got to feel it. So it's a really good way to kind of go back round again without me moving on and chipping in, and just feel it. Find your position, hold it. Over time, we'll get a little bit more length, improve the movement, and hopefully it feels good to have a good old stretch. If shoulders are comfortable, just go for one of those as well, as if you're lifting the world off of your shoulders. There, if you would like that one, if shoulders are happy. If not, keep it forward. All right, we're done. Happy 300 to us. Happy birthday to us, to you, thank you. You've easily got 45 minutes of additional movement, meaningful movement in your snack bag today. Accumulating gain over time. I'll shut up now. Enjoy your evening. I'll see you tomorrow. Back for some more wavy arm thing. Good evening, folks. Keep on moving. Bye for now.